In a small, secluded village, surrounded on all sides by dense, shadow-laden forests, there existed a place the locals called Kantara. The name itself whispered tales of mystery, as if the forest held secrets far older than the villagers themselves. Every leaf, every tree, and every dark corner of Kantara pulsed with a strange, unseen energy. An energy that, according to the elders, protected the village, but protection, they believed, could easily turn into wrath. Among the villagers was a young girl named Junki, whose heart was bound to the forest. When her parents decided to move her to the city, her eyes filled with tears. She pleaded with them, begging to stay, to remain with the forest that had nurtured her since childhood. But they were insistent. One by one, her friends, Golu, Willie, and now Junki, were taken away, leaving behind an eerie emptiness. The village seemed quiet, lonely, as if the forest itself was holding its breath. The elders whispered that untamed, a guardian spirit of the forest that took the form of a mighty wild boar. Every year, the villagers held the Buta-Kola, a sacred ritual in honor of this spirit, performing intricate dances to invoke its protection. Untamed, through these dances, could foresee troubles, warn of dangers, and even control the rains. But this year, something went terribly wrong. During the annual ritual, the Untamed entered the ceremonial hall in a fit of rage, thrashing wildly, its eyes burning with divine fury. The villagers, terrified, begged for forgiveness, crying out that if any mistakes had been made, they were unintentional. Yet the spirit's anger was unyielding, promising death, destruction, and chaos. The elders feared the prophecy, an all-consuming fury that could wipe out the village entirely. Days later, tragedy struck. Jaggi, a simple villager, went into the forest at dusk to chop wood. Shadows seemed to move on their own. Something stirred in the underbrush. Before he could react, Jaggi encountered a terrifying creature, its eyes glowing red, its strength unimaginable. Screams pierced the twilight, echoing through the trees. By morning, his lifeless body was discovered, torn apart, the evidence pointing to a wild animal attack. The village was shaken to its core. Fear spread like wildfire. Two more villagers, Donnie and Dini, met the same horrifying fate. The notion of a rampaging beast terrified everyone, prompting nightly patrols and strict warnings to avoid the forest after dark. But the killings were just beginning. Amidst this terror, a young man named Shiva ventured into the forest to gather firewood, despite his mother's warnings. The forest was silent, unnaturally so, as if watching him, waiting. A strange glimmer caught his eye, a small, shining bell, brighter than any gem he had ever seen. Before he could grasp its significance, a wild boar appeared, bells tied to its legs, moving with an almost supernatural swiftness. Shiva felt compelled, drawn into a pursuit he could not resist. The boar led him deeper into the forest until it disappeared near an ancient tree. Flames suddenly erupted around the tree, and Shiva's eyes turned red as he let out a scream that split the night. His mother's voice called to him, yet when he returned home, he was changed. Sleep eluded him, nightmares haunted him, and his family noticed a darkness in his demeanor that grew with every passing hour. The next day, the village was shaken by another horrifying sound, drums and chants coming from the temple, reminiscent of the Buta-Kola ritual. But something was off. Shiva, now entranced, danced in the manner of the ritual, but the people realized with horror that he was not invoking protection, he was spreading chaos. Violence erupted as he struck villagers with a strange, supernatural strength. Panic gripped everyone. Could this be the wrath of Untamed, or something far more sinister? Then the
Raju, entrusted with emptying the village for city developers, had been manipulating events. Using fear and superstition, he orchestrated the deaths, blaming them on wild boars and the angered spirit. Villagers who once trusted the forest now fled, abandoning their homes to save their lives. Raju's treachery had awakened a terror that seemed unstoppable, and the sacred guardian that once protected them now appeared to exact judgment. In the end, the village of Kantara was left desolate, a haunting reminder of human greed, superstition, and the fragile line between devotion and fear. The forest, eternal and unforgiving, waits. It does not forgive. It does not forget.